I don't want them to gain another yard. You blitz all night!
Oh, the Winker was bringing the wood. Again, this is Tim, this New York Giants Straight Talk, bringing you the best in New York Giants talk and entertainment. It was a fun night tonight at training camp. We had the pads on, and you know what? It's always a little different when you put the pads on. Anyone's ever played the game, everyone's ever practiced at the game, understands the fact that when you do not have the pads on and you're basically just running around in your helmet in shorts, I always say it's like a choreographed ballet. I always feel the offense will be ahead of the defense in reference to that every single time, because the fact that defense can't lay hands on you, can't touch you, can't do anything. You're kind of just stymied there. And if I had to look at this practice and say who was the winner of it, and I'm not going to give him by a knockout. Maybe it's going to be a decision. I'm going to have to say that Wink's defense was ahead of the offense this night, because, like I said, it's always going to be that way when you put the pads on, because of the fact that now you're finally going to get to hit. Now you're going to finally get some physicality. And it showed tonight, and it showed there was some interesting moments. There was some interesting matchups. I gotta talk about my brother, Big John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. He was out there today, Big John Michael Schmidt, doing some one-on-one reps with Dexter Lawrence, and I laugh because Dexter basically just bull rushed him the whole time. Each one of their matchups, he just bull rushed him. And at one point in time, he literally picked up Big John and Dexter did, and kind of just moved him out of the way. Just pushed him back, then picked him up a little bit and took him out another yard and a half, 2 yards. Now, I'm going to say one thing about Big John was he kept Dexter in front of him the whole time, which was, like I said, he may have gotten pushed backwards, and during a game, if you get pushed back into the pocket that way, bad things are going to happen. But to his benefit, or to, he's a rookie, and Dexter's an all-pro, or should be an all-pro. And I'm not going to say he held his own, but like I said, he got bull rushed, he got pushed back, but he did the thing. He did the one thing he needed to do, which was keep keep Dexter in front of him and not allow him to get around. And like I said, it's just the way it is. You're going up against guys 340 pounds. You're just out of college. I expect that. Evan Neal, still having some issues with the speed rush. Azeez Ojulari made him look foolish a couple times. Now it may also be the fact that, like I said, Evan Neal's coming back for year 2. You have Azeez Ojulari going into year 3. He's a little bit more of a seasoned veteran. And also, I always think that speed rushers are usually ahead of offensive linemen. And like I said, it wasn't a bad thing. It was just the fact that he's still having a little bit of trouble with the speed rush. It was interesting that when he went up against Kayvon Thibodeaux, Evan Neal, he kind of controlled Kayvon a little bit. And I find that interesting, because I also don't think that Kayvon's got the same speed that Azeez Ojulari has. But like I said, it was just kind of interesting to see during some of these drills. Like I mentioned before, defense definitely, in my mind, like I said, it wasn't a knockout, but it was definitely.
What's your assignment?
Kill the quarterback. Hit the tight end so hard his girlfriend dies. Kill everybody.
It was one of those. Bobby Okereke had some plays. He had a nice 1 yard loss, or what would have been like 1 or 2 yard loss on Matt Breida, which was a nice play. The Giants quarterbacks, though, if you want to take a look at it from a different perspective, didn't have any interceptions on the day. There were a number of pass breakups. There were a number of plays that were blown dead. I counted at least 3 possible sacks on Daniel Jones on plays that were blown dead. And honestly, the quarterbacks, all the quarterbacks, Daniel Jones, Tyrod Taylor, everyone was under distress today. Because, like I said, Wink went out there, man. He was using some blitzes. He was creating a little bit of confusion. He was throwing up, was doing a few little stunts here and there. I think one of the worst plays I saw of the night was the Daniel Jones didn't bring down a high snap from Schmidt, And I think that was probably the one. I think that was probably the worst play I saw of the evening. But like I said, it was a fun night to watch. You have Mr. Hawkins III, who had got some first team reps, and he of course is the cornerback, the 6th round pick, 6'2". He's been the star of the camp. He actually had a really good practice again today with the pads on. He got some reps with the first team, but then I love it because then you have Brian Dale come out and said, "Don't read anything into it. don't read it. He may have gotten some reps with the first team, but don't read anything into it." So, you also had Cordell Flott, who's got some first team reps in the slot. You got Jason Pincock. It took some first team reps at safety. They're going to move. So did Darren Beavers. Took some reps at from the inside linebacker position, also from the first team. It's early in camp. None of this really matters because the fact this is all. They're going to fluctuate. They're going to bring guys in and out. They're going to move guys around. It's just the way that it's going to be. Daniel Jones, I had 6 for 11. Like I said, 6 for 11 with potentially 3 sacks on plays that got blown dead. Some of those incompletions were pass breakups. Xavier McKinney had a nice one on Waller. Like I said, it was just nice to watch the pads go on. It was just nice to see the Giants go out and hit some people. Leonard Williams looked good at times. Dexter Lawrence looked good at times. Like I said, the defensive line is definitely going to be ahead. I can't keep saying it. And like I said, you're going to be ahead of the defensive line is going to be ahead once they put the pads on. That's just football. That's just football 101. We're going to have to wait and see and get a little bit more of an idea when we get into an actual preseason game, which is only coming up in like 7-8 days. The Giants are off tomorrow because of the collective bargaining agreement that after 5 or 6 practices and a pad practice, you get a day off. So they will be back on the field on Thursday. Saquon actually got a nice little swing pass for Daniel Jones, which was kind of nice to see. Like I said, it was actually just fun. It was fun once again because it reminds you of football. It was football time. It was football time, and that's it. You know what? You have to have that. You have to have those pads on. I hate so much and I understand why they're doing it with the CBA, but I hate so much what they did to football practices. I remember running 2-a-days. I remember running 3-a-days in the summer. Your full pads, full contact. And now it's like if you breathe on someone, you're violating the CBA agreement. I don't think I still, like I said, I've been saying more and more, they're not preparing these guys. That's why the first couple weeks of the season are always so sloppy. I really think people need to get back. Coaches need to get back into using preseason games and allowing their team to play a little bit longer, the first team guys and second team guys to play a little bit longer. Because the fact that you got to get that contact, you got to build that rhythm, you got to get that continuity. It's great to do it when you're running against the same guys every day, but you need to do it against different competition. And I'm just kind of hoping that we move forward. And like I said, it was fun to watch. It was a fun night. Excuse me. It was a fun night again to watch. It was good just to be in the facility. I was excited. Like I said, I'm just pumped for this season to start, and let's just get this party started already. And again, this is Tim with New York Giants Straight Talk, and don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to ring that bell because you want to know why? That'd be awesome.